And I make it look very easy when I edit out all of the parts where I died and only show you the successful runs, where I already know what the stage ahead looks like, and I just kind of go through because I've died a bunch and memorized the stage. There, Cranky insults his wife, insults Frankly, and I think that's weird, and I don't like that. I don't like that weird heteronormative trope of marriage being this, like, horrible thing that guys get forced into, and then there's their wife is just the old battle axe, and don't force yourself into a relationship with someone that you aren't compatible with. Just don't. Here's another race. This one is blue. It just has a blue tint on everything. I think because it's supposed to be like a ghost thing. It's ghostly. Look at that, it's all blue. Like, it's a weird ghostly place. It's just kind of... Here's a normal area, except it's blue. Like, aside from the blue, this is indistinguishable from the previous area that we did the race on. It's just got a different layout of the obstacles, the mud pits, and the water, and jump things you gotta jump over. And the pads, but it's just sorta very samey. Like I said, these get very tedious and samey, and it's just not very interesting. It may look like I'm not doing too well, but you see, once you get ahead, you stay ahead. As long as you don't, like, get caught up in the traps, the like sand pits and such, you just need to get ahead and you just stay ahead. Especially because, yeah, you can see here, the NPC bird racers get caught up in the traps quite a bit, and once you're in front, then you don't have to worry about them grabbing the pickups, and so you can grab the pickups, and then you get even further in front. It's one of those, the winner wins more. That trophy is an ice cream cone? It's kind of a sphere on top of a cone, or something. Weird. Haunted Hall. The third and final of the railcar stages, which, again, completely different gimmick. This had a feather hidden down here. You can see it through the gap there once you're already below the area. Can't really get low enough to see it. The whole gimmick here is you've got these block sections where, oh no, there's a ghost chasing you, and you gotta grab the barrel. In the original version of the game, those plus and minus barrels would affect your actual speed. And in this version, they just affect a timer. And it's a weird change to make, where it just kind of like... It makes it not make sense. This bonus I always kind of liked, because it's like does this weird thing where suddenly you go backwards, and then it kicks you back out, and then you do that and go into the next bonus. Like, I thought that was kind of iffy, honestly. This bonus, though, feels weird because it's... You just... unlike all of the other star collecting bonuses before here, you don't have to grab every single star. There's more stars than what you actually need. You just need to grab enough as you zoom through. So it's just this weird thing where, like, you're not really sure if you're doing well enough until you hit the end. But yeah, the plus and minus barrels in this one, all they do is affect the timer up at the top, where, you know, your plus barrels give you extra time, the minus barrels take away time, and if the timer runs out, then the ghost touches you and you take damage. Whereas in the original version of the game, it would affect your speed, and just if you slowed down too much, then it would touch you and you'd take damage. So, you know, it made more sense in the original, but I guess this is a bit more clear about, like, how many mistakes you can make. Because you've got the number up there. And you are allowed to make mistakes. Like, you don't have to be absolutely perfect on those. Which is nice. This bonus, you have to be fairly perfect, because it's all these tight jumps. And this is one of those bonuses where, if you screw up, if you fail to do the bonus, you need to just get yourself killed so you can go backwards in the stage, because you can't go backwards in this stage. You're on the rail car until the end. So, there were a number of times that I just let myself die immediately after there because I fell during that bonus and didn't get the bonus, and, well, I don't want to redo the whole stage, so I'll just die and go back to the checkpoint so I can try the bonus again. Anyway, that's a stage. It's a stage. There's the hero medal. Grab it before you leave. Wasn't sure if there's like, oh right, yeah, there's also a photo under there. Grab that before you leave. There's a number of things that are hidden at the exact end of a stage. So, you know, if you don't quite notice it, or if you aren't aware it's there, if you miss it, you have to replay the whole stage in order to get another chance at it. Gusty Glade. This level is the one that made me hardcore pissed the first time that I played this game. This is the one that killed me and I ran out of lives and I had to go back and redo King Zing's Ting. Because it's this stupid wind. Like, wind as a mechanic in a platforming game is reasonable. It's a thing, you know. Having an effect that alters your air control, your air movement, makes that, like, it adds an interesting challenge. The way that they handle the wind in this game is fucking bullshit. Because the wind changes in ways that, on first appearance, are very arbitrary. Like, oh, and here, like, in the original game, you're supposed to have Ratley there to be able to jump up and grab you, get you into that barrel, but you can just kind of jump from the side there. So, just a couple of things in there that just made this a little bit less of a pain in the ass. But yeah, like, there are specific points in the stage where the wind's behavior will change, and when you pass that point, the wind does X thing. Like here, for this section of the stage, the wind is blowing you back hard. And then once you hit that exact, like, X plane of the map, it will suddenly start blowing forward very hard. And until you have played the stage and memorized this, you will not understand what the wind is doing. It will just appear to be arbitrarily changing as you're trying to move in a way that cannot be predicted until you have memorized the stage. And I hate that. I hate that so much. Like, especially because, again, in the original version of the game, this stage and its very harsh learn-by-dying format caused me to lose 4 stages worth of progress because I had not gotten to the point where you are allowed to save in this world. And again, in this version of the game, that's something that is no longer a problem, because you can save at any time. There is still... like, there's still an annoyance of it, though. Because you're going through the stage, and suddenly the wind does something unexpected, and it's like, why did the wind do that? Again, why did that happen? The thing that I say in the game a lot. But, like, until I played this stage enough to memorize exactly how the wind changes at what specific parts of the stage, I was constantly asking, why did that happen? Because there is absolutely nothing that signposts or indicates or in any way lets you understand what the wind does, other than memorize the stage by playing through it and probably dying a lot. Here's 5 more pages of hints of the photos, and also, sometimes walls aren't walls. Sometimes the hitboxes of things just aren't there. The hitboxes are arbitrary. You know, they don't correlate to the graphics in any meaningful way. Sometimes this is very intentional. God, yeah, this... This game. I don't like this game. Oh. And there's something to be said as well, that, a lot of criticism about this game, I feel, tends to be dismissed by people saying, oh, well, it's a hard game, and if you don't like it hard, then of course you're not gonna like the game, because you can't do a hard game. You know, that, again, that very toxic gamer mentality of just belittling other people who don't push through and play through a bad game until they get good at the bad game. But, like, I enjoy difficult games. Mario vs. Donkey Kong was an extremely difficult game.